Hello Refuel family, Craig Mackay here from the Filling Station Trust and the Refuel Festival. Firstly, thank you so much for your patience over recent weeks in waiting for us to formalise our decision on this summer's festival. As you can imagine, you, us, our volunteers, everyone really in the kingdom at the moment has been putting their shoulder to the wheel with our local churches and the local churches across the country. And it's not over yet, there's lots more to do. And it's been awesome to see. And you guys have been awesome to us over recent weeks. Excuse me. You have been so wonderful in sending messages of support and encouragement to us, encouraging us not to worry, to stay resolute and to resist making a decision too early. And we've done that with your encouragement. And oh boy, what's it going to be like when we get back together, once we get free of this crisis and back out and able to worship again? What's it going to be like when we fill that tent on the fields of Gordon Castle and raise our praises and thanksgivings to him? It's going to be amazing. And what an amazing time it's been for the church, hasn't it? There's been so many great things happening. We've seen such an evidence of care and compassion and social action at this time from the church at large in our nation. And it's been wonderful to see. Looking on, I have to say, I see the names and the faces that we know from Refuel, and we see you blessing all the ministries and churches and joining in with live streams and all kinds of things. And there's such a spirit of oneship and encouragement across the nation. And I do pray that something that we fueled at Refuel over these years is spilling out into the nation now. I know it's already there, but it's nice to think that spirit of unity and oneship and friendship is something that's on the increase in this nation. So more of that, please. For us as a team, over the last few weeks, we have been discussing as a team what's going on and how we could possibly present a festival in a post-COVID world. And I must tell you, the team at Refuel, they are incredibly creative and inventive. They have found ways to make it work. And if I could tell you, if we were hosing you down the way in and disinfecting your kids on arrival, that's not even close to some of the incredible imaginative ideas we've had to make this thing work. But having just said how needed we are in our local churches at this time, there are probably more critical things needing our attention. And for that reason, folks, you can tell from my tone that we are indeed postponing the event for 2020. This is a prayerful decision, and notwithstanding we could probably do it with the measures that we mentioned, we probably couldn't get a public entertainment license or insurances or suppliers anyway. But that's not why we're not doing it. We're not doing it because we feel God has clearly advised us to take a view on this, and we are going to celebrate instead the launch tonight of Refuel 2021. Between the 18th and the 24th of July 2021, we cannot wait. So we've got 14 months now, and the website's ready, the tickets are ready, the ticket sales are ready, everything's ready to go tonight, I think at 8 o'clock, our time. So we need and hope for just an overwhelming response from you guys. We need to know that you want to do this. We'd love to see tickets, with deposits booked. We'd love to see tickets being bought. We'd love to see some sort of, evidence from you guys that what we've been saying about wanting to gather together is evident and that we can make 2021 an amazing event. The speakers are ready to go again. The ticket holders that from this year have said, look, hold my ticket purchase until next year. Some ticket holders have even been so wonderful as to allow us to use their investment this year as a means of covering our abortive costs of presenting an event this year. And that's wonderful, so thank you. And of course we would love more of that, but no pressure. If you need a refund, you will get a refund. But we do pray if you can, you'd leave that investment with us in some way. So will you stay with us? Will you continue to support us? Will you stand by us and make this happen in 2021 and gather your friends quietly during this time, because it is a crisis we're going through? What will you be expecting in 21? Well, Broxy Cavey's coming back, Daniel Strickland, Carl Martin, Andy Hall, Andy Bannister, Fred Drummond, Eddie Lyle. They're all coming back. They were all booked for this year, and we're prayerfully considering who else to go out and speak to who might understand what we're all about at Refuel. And this year we had so much support from the UK, England and abroad, overseas. It was clearly becoming quite an international festival in Scotland. So this year we do pray that we can maybe start to crack that ceiling of understanding in Scotland perhaps of what this festival is all about, so we can perhaps get a bit more Scottish support at this time. But it certainly looks like the rest of the UK have seen what you're doing here and they want to come. But I would like to see Scotland and its churches trust this thing a little bit more, and I wonder if you can help me do that if you can. So in the midst of it all, you know that we are all about, unity. That's what Refuel was started to try and engage in a greater demonstration of our oneship and our unity across Scotland, and that continues to be the case. That John 17:23, that we may experience such perfect unity that the world will know that Jesus was sent by God. That continues to be our aim and ethos moving into 21. And in that, you know what happens? We see salvations, we see prodigals returning, we see physical healing, we see teaching, we see joy, we see it all. Where there's a blessing, where there's unity, a blessing is commanded, and we see all those things and more, and it is so wonderful. So this year, would you support us? Could you even help us get rid of our deficit from year one? We're still carrying about 30k of deficit from year one into these years. We're slowly breaking even into this last year, and we hope to have broke through next year. But with 14 months to go and a deficit from year one, we really, really need your help now to make this work, to hopefully stay with us in terms of your delegate investment, and to just tell your churches, speak to your leaders in Scotland and beyond, and see if we can place a marker down this country next summer that benefits future generations of churches and denominations, and pioneered by you guys in this season. So from the Refuel team, we say stay safe, all the very best from us, and we can't wait to see you again. We'll see you before Refuel 21, that's for sure. And good night, and see you soon. Bye bye.